Kinetic friction. After slipping occurs a condition of kinetic slippage occurs a condition of kinetic friction accompanies the ensuing motion. Kinetic friction force is usually somewhat less than the maximum static friction force. The kinetic friction Fk is also proportional to the normal force. Thus we have a relation for F A, where mu k is the coefficient of kinetic friction. It follows that mu k is generally less than mu s or as the velocity of the block increases, the kinetic friction decreases somewhat. With the velocity increase, the friction kinetic friction force decrease. And at high velocities, this decrease may be significant. Coefficient of friction depends greatly on the exact condition of the surface. Coefficients of friction UK and US depend greatly on the exact condition. The exact condition of the surfaces. as well as on the relative velocity. And are subject to the considerable uncertainty. Uncertainty. Because of variability of the condition governing the action of friction, in engineering practice it is frequently difficult to distinguish between a static and kinetic coefficient, especially in the region of transition between impeding motion and motion. Well greased screw, for example, treated under mid-load, for example, often exhibit comparable frictional resistance whether they are on the verge of turning or whether they are in motion. In the engineering literature, we frequently find expression for maximum static friction and for kinetic friction written simply as μn. For kinetic, it is understood from the problem at hand whether maximum static friction or kinetic friction is described. Although we will frequently distinguish between the static and kinetic coefficients, in other cases, no distinction will be made and the friction coefficient will be written as the mu itself. In those cases, you must decide which of the friction conditions, maximum static friction for impeding motion or kinetic friction, is involved. We emphasize again that many problems involve a static friction force which is less than the maximum value at impeding motion, according to the picture provided here. Roof surfaces are more likely to have larger angle between the reactions and the end direction that are smoother surfaces. Thus, for a pair of matting surface, a friction coefficient reflects the roughness, which is a geometric property of the surface. With this geometric model of friction, we describe mating surface as smooth when the friction force they can support are negligibly small. It is meaningless to speak of a coefficient of friction for a single surface. Friction angles.